Hey everybody, Sam from the Eventbrite Boost team here. Hope you're having yourselves a great day, and in today's video, we're going to give you a high-level overview of the Eventbrite Boost marketing platform. Eventbrite Boost is the first marketing platform designed specifically for Eventbrite event creators. Our main goal with Boost was to create an all-in-one marketing platform with a suite of marketing tools to help you easily promote your event in one workflow after you create it on Eventbrite. Now, Boost contains a mix of email and social media marketing tools for Facebook and Instagram advertising, accessible to creators of all different types of budgets, all different types of events, and all different levels of marketing expertise. Whether you're simply looking for free, easy methods to help promote your event, such as our email campaigns and Facebook event features, or you're looking to pursue more powerful methods of paid advertising, such as using our ad campaign functions, multi-event ads, or Instagram growth, Eventbrite Boost has all of your marketing needs for your upcoming event. So after navigating to the Manage Event section where you normally create your events on Eventbrite, simply click over to the Marketing tab and you can find all of our various features here. Now we'll be going in depth on all these features, so feel free to skip around if there's one you're particularly interested in. But to give you a brief overview, the email campaign function allows you to send customizable email campaigns, very similar to another platform like MailChimp or Constant Contact, to notify your subscriber list about your upcoming events. Our Facebook event function allows you to publish your Eventbrite event to Facebook so fans can RSVP and buy a ticket. These are two totally free options for you to use and a great starting point if you're just getting started marketing your event. But if you're looking for more powerful methods of paid promotion, I'd recommend checking out our ad campaign functions. This is our version of Ads Manager designed to help Eventbrite creators not only save time running the right strategy, but also get a better return and understand your data better. Lastly, we have our Instagram growth feature, a very easy to set up ad that helps you grow on Instagram, and our multi-event ad features, which allow you to market multiple events at once. So now we'll go in depth into each of these various features. Feel free to skip around if there's one that you're particularly interested in, or look for the timestamps to jump to the next section. So let's go ahead and get started with our email campaign function. Our email campaign tool within Eventbrite Boost allows you to send customizable email campaigns to your subscriber list to keep them up to date with all the awesome events that you currently have on sale. It's a great alternative to other email platforms if you're looking to consolidate on costs, you're new to the world of email marketing, have a relatively small subscriber list, or you're looking to centralize and build your email campaigns in the same place as where you create your Eventbrite events. So currently, anybody using this feature for free can send up to 2,000 emails a day. So let's say, for example, your subscriber list is 4,000, your campaign would send over the course of 2 days, and users on paying Boost plans will have increased daily limits down the road as well. So just diving into it, to go ahead and get started creating an email campaign, you'll want to navigate to the email campaign section. Here we can go ahead and click create new campaign, and let's give our campaign a name really quickly. After we click the Get Started button, we'll automatically pull in a little bit of information about your events. So we'll pull in things like the name, feel free to change that, subject, reply to email addresses, etc. Down towards the body, we'll pull in a little bit of text, but feel free to customize this. And to change all the events that we would like included, we can use this Choose Your Event section to go ahead and select multiple events to advertise with our email campaign. So it's a great way that we can be advertising multiple Eventbrite events through one singular email. So now, once my creative has uploaded, if I scroll down on this left-hand side, we can see all of those additional events that I went and added in. And if individuals receive the email, they click on this, it will take them directly to purchase tickets on Eventbrite for your upcoming event. And a little bit more customization options down towards the bottom, such as linking to a general discovery page for all of your events. Down towards the bottom, we also can customize the footer or anything else in this section, as well as some links to your social media and a branding image if you would like to include that. So you can go ahead and scroll towards the bottom and click continue if you want to send that email campaign or schedule it, or if we want to save it as a draft, we can go ahead and click cancel. So let's go ahead and save our campaign as a draft here. And then let's take a brief look into the reporting of these campaigns. When it comes to email reporting, we're going to give you a general breakdown of all the various metrics related to your campaigns, and we'll break this down on a per campaign basis. So up towards the top, we can see a summary of revenue driven by our email campaigns, the total amount delivered, and various other metrics such as our open percentage, our click rate, our unsubscribe rate, and our bounce rate. If you ever want a little bit more context on those metrics on a per campaign basis, all you'd have to do is click into the email campaign that you've ran to find more info on the status and the performance metrics. So we can see we have all the performance metrics up towards the top, get a little bit more info on our details, and then even click here to see our subscriber list or purchaser information that we have collected from this. You can also get a delivery report right there. And if we need to make any edits or changes to the subscriber list that we have, all that we'll want to do is go ahead and click on subscriber list. Within this section, we can easily add new subscriber lists, manage our unsubscribed users, or make any edits to the list that we have. So I hope you enjoy using the email function, and please let us know if you have any questions. Our Facebook event tool lets you quickly publish a Facebook event from your newly created event on Eventbrite. Facebook events are an awesome starting point for your marketing strategy for a few different reasons. First and foremost, people can RSVP to the Facebook event that you create so they don't forget about the event. Second, our integration with native checkout allows your customers to directly purchase tickets or register within the Facebook event so they don't have to leave Facebook, and it's a frictionless buying process. And lastly, if you want to level up your marketing down the road, you can easily remarket to individuals that visit your Facebook event. So if you get 5,000 people to visit, that's 5,000 potential interested customers you can remarket to with the ad campaign functions down the road. And you can also do things like run Facebook event RSVP campaigns to get more engagement, awareness, and sales for your upcoming event. So to go ahead and get started, you'll simply want to use the dropdown to choose the event that we want to publish over, and within a few clicks, we'll have this event published over to Facebook. This next section is going to prompt you to sync your Facebook that has your pages associated with it. After you go ahead and do that, you'll simply want to choose the Facebook page you would like to publish this event over to, and feel free to choose any other co-host that you would like to add, but it's completely optional. And lastly, down towards the bottom, feel free to make any edits to the event description text that we automatically pull in, and we'll give you any other warnings or notifications down towards the bottom, anything related to ticket types. And lastly, go ahead and hit that publish button to publish your first Facebook event. After this, you can easily make any changes, such as viewing your Facebook event, making edits to the text, or even removing the Facebook event entirely if you ever need to make a new one. Our ad campaigns tool within Eventbrite Boost is our own unique version of Facebook Ads Manager designed specifically for Eventbrite event creators. We're oftentimes working with limited time and budgets, making it difficult to understand how to get the most out of our marketing strategy, and ultimately reporting can be a big challenge to understand. We've tried to design this tool to help you better understand the results from your ad campaigns, help save you time creating a winning strategy, and make it easier for you to understand your campaign's reporting. First and foremost, Boost helps you run the right campaign at the right time through our personalized recommendation engine. When you navigate to the ad campaign section and go over to the strategy tab, you're going to notice this graph in the strategy section. All you need to do to get started promoting your event is use this dropdown to choose the Eventbrite event that you would like to advertise, and based on where you are in your sales cycle, how your customers normally purchase for your events, and data that we've seen from hundreds of thousands of other successful campaigns, will actually recommend the right strategy for you to run at that given point in time. Now, not only is Boost going to help save you time creating the right type of campaign, but we're going to help optimize your budgets, build better audiences to get you a better result for your investment in advertising. So a lot of numbers on your screen right here, but ultimately we're looking at a couple different rows of different people we chose to target with the campaign. So we'll help show you how are your audiences actually translating to results. So things like RSVPs, clicks, purchases that are attributed, but we can see here that a couple audiences actually drove a lot more sales than others. One way that Boost helps you make a better return is we shift budget from poor performing audiences to better performing audiences so that you can sit back at the end of the day and know your marketing dollars are going towards targeting where it's actually most effective and you're getting results. And a lot of times when we run a campaign on Facebook, we might solely only be targeting one audience just because it's difficult to build a really powerful campaign. So Boost makes it very easy for you to A/B test multiple audiences. So we're essentially hedging our risk and not only putting all of our eggs in one basket, but we make it very easy for you to include audiences that will help you drive more results for your objectives, such as targeting people with greater purchase intent, like your past purchasers, or even things like Eventbrite Smart Audiences that allow you to target people that have purchased for other similar Eventbrite events in your area. And then lastly, we try to make reporting very digestible for you to understand. Scrolling up to the top, we try to make the most important metrics front and center for the campaigns that you run. So up top here, we can see how much we spent on the campaign, how many purchases we actually drove through the influence of our ad campaign, One thing to note, we also do use something called offline conversion tracking, which is another way to help you track the purchases that come as a result from your ad campaigns, something unique to Boost. Additionally, we'll give you a breakdown of how many people you end up reaching, how did you grow your remarketing audiences, how much did you spend over time, your cost per RSVP purchase, giving you a nice summary of the metrics that are actually most important for your campaign. You can also get more insight into how your audiences perform, what creatives ended up performing the best, and how we actually optimize your budget over time to make sure that we're getting you the best bang for your buck. So to recap how to create your campaign with Eventbrite Boost, simply navigate to the ad campaign section in the marketing tab, click over to the strategy area, and simply choose the event that you would like to advertise. We'll recommend what campaign you should run, and then just go ahead and hit the blue Get Started button to jump into creating your first campaign. In today's video, we're going to be talking about our latest feature, multi-event ads. It's a revolutionary campaign type that allows you to advertise multiple Eventbrite events via one singular low-cost automated campaign. It's a set it and forget it style campaign that you set up once and can ultimately sit back and let the campaign do its magic. So let's hop in to give you a little bit of an understanding of how the campaign actually functions and how you can use this to promote your upcoming events. So let's say, for example, I'm an event creator that happens to have maybe 50 different events that are on sale. Traditionally, what we need to do is we need to spin up an individual ad campaign to promote each one of those events. Now, that would take a lot of time, a lot of effort, but what we've created here with multi-event ads is a singular campaign that you can use to advertise multiple events. One of the coolest parts about this campaign is you actually don't even need to build a single ad creative. We automate this entire process for you based on information from your Eventbrite events. So you can see here we actually have these placeholders that automatically pull the name of the event, the date of the event, the location, as well as whatever image you're using on your Eventbrite event. So if we have 50 different events, instead of needing to build 50 ad creatives, we basically build this placeholder and it automatically generates all of those creatives for us. Now, the way that this campaign works is it builds something called a catalog on the back end. Think of this basically as the inventory of all of the different events that you have on sale, and this campaign will randomly pick one of your upcoming events and show it to the individuals that you choose to target with the campaign. Now, one of the really cool features of this product is that you can actually segment what events are being advertised. So if we know, for example, most of our customers are really likely to purchase for our events in the 30 days leading up to the events, we can actually segment this campaign to only advertise events happening in the next 30 days. And from a targeting perspective, you can take this in any direction you'd want. If you'd like to use this campaign to go after a mix of new customers as well as retarget to individuals that have purchased for past events or individuals that interact with your Facebook events or your social media accounts, there's a lot of granularity to the campaign that will allow you to create a singular, automated, low-cost campaign to really bolster and benefit your marketing strategy. So you can find this campaign within the Eventbrite Boost dashboard by going over to Marketing, go to the Ad Campaign section, and then hop over to the Multi-Event Ads section to get started. We're extremely excited to see what you do with this feature, and just let us know if you have any questions, and make sure if you're looking for a little bit more context, check out our guide where we go in depth on how to create this. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day, and take care. The Instagram growth tool within Eventbrite Boost is a very simple to set up Instagram story campaign with the main goal of growing your following on Instagram and promoting your organization's account across social media. The Instagram Growth Playbook is a very simple to set up Instagram story ad that sends people to your main profile once they swipe up on the ad. So here we have an example of this ad. If I were to come across this ad and swipe up to it, I would be taken to this creator's main page for their Instagram where I can follow, potentially click on their link in the bio, and then maybe go to their website and ultimately purchase tickets. When the Instagram Growth Playbook is paired with a strong organic marketing strategy, it serves as a great channel of discovery to give context about your event to newly interested attendees. Oftentimes, people will sometimes navigate to your ticketing pages after coming across an ad like this if you're giving a lot of content and you have a really strong organic marketing strategy that helps show somebody what the experience would actually be like of attending your event. But from an organic marketing standpoint, growing your Instagram following is important because it's going to help you get your post in front of more people consistently that are following you, and also give Instagram more data to recommend your profile to people that follow other similar profiles. And when you hit things like 10,000 followers on Instagram, you'll also be able to use more features, such as using links in your organic story or reel posts. But from a paid marketing standpoint, more Instagram followers means larger remarketing audiences for your ad campaigns, where we can target people that have greater purchase intent and ultimately drive more sales at the end of the day. So when someone visits your Instagram profile, so if I were to visit your profile from interacting with an ad like this, or I just engage with it or come across it, you can actually directly remarket to me with the campaigns that you make in Boost. And this type of campaign also serves as a great channel of discovery for people that might already be following you, but just needed a reminder to check your page out and see all the upcoming events you have. So the campaign makes it very easy for you to also understand how the ad dollars you're spending are translating to results per follower. So we try to calculate your average cost per follower to give you a general understanding of how your ad dollars translate to growth for this type of campaign and this objective. We also give you a breakdown of the other various metrics, such as your spend, your cost per click, click-through rate, and down towards the bottom, we'll give you a breakdown of which creatives perform the best. But I always would generally recommend try to prioritize using video content. But if you don't have video content, we have an integration that can help you make images like this as well with your campaign. Now, to go ahead and get started creating the Instagram Growth Playbook, simply navigate to the Instagram Growth section within the Marketing tab of Eventbrite Boost, and then go ahead and click the New Campaign button to go ahead and get started building your Instagram Growth campaign. Best of luck, and let us know if you have any questions.